Good evening. Am I audible or not? Please respond in the chat so that I can confirm from my end. And let me give 1 minute also. So I am parallelly opening my live stream so that I can watch your comments and I can solve your questions in the live itself. So please respond in the chat. Am I clearly audible or not? Yes, am I audible? Yes, the pages was not loading on my end. Give me 1 moment. I am searching. I'll quickly update you with my audio. Yeah, hi, good evening. I don't know what happened. So on my end, YouTube is not loading. No issues. I'll reply to your comments little late. So hope no issues. So the most weighted and the most number of people would like to waiting for is nothing but TCS NQT roadmap for our 2023 freshers. So in this video, we are going to learn about, or we are going to see about all the roadmap, which is nothing but from the start or from the scratch to advanced level, how you need to prepare for. We all know about this, right? TCS is consisting of Ninja, as well as it is a common exam for digital role also. So in this roadmap, I will tell you guys how to start from basics to reach Ninja role and to reach digital role. So based on your preparation plan, you can easily crack down the digital roles also with the 7 LPA and Ninja role with the 3.36 LPA. So this is our today's target, and I'm waiting for others to join also. So let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes so that our friends also will join and we can continue with our class. Okay. So meanwhile, I would like to tell you one more thing. Before starting any preparation or anything, first we need to get the information related to the content, right? For example, the TCS is hiring, and even recently the Google is hiring 2023 some of the regions. So in order to know all about the information, meanwhile, while other people are joining, I would like to tell you this point is very sure, that is all the information recent days in 99% cases we are hearing from digital digital or social media only, right? So I'll always suggest students to follow our Instagram page. That is, we have a multiple Instagram page. For example, I will let you know. For example, we are going for 2023 presently, right? So if you are a 2023 pass out batch or presently 2023 fresher, we'll always say follow our 2023 Instagram page. Why? Because all 2023 related posts will be posted in our Instagram handle. So don't waste your time by following different multiple pages, or don't waste your time by following a common groups. Okay. So if you are a 2023 passed out batch, we have a specific page for that. That is Prepinsta 2023, and directly come here and follow here, and you will get your year specific hiring updates. So if you see whatever the 2023 presently hiring is going on, we have posted all the different hiring updates and along with the preparation plans. For example, if you see the placement preparation roadmap for freshers. For any type of placements, you can start your preparation like this. So we have posted in detailed post, and you can visit our page and you can easily update your knowledge. And if you see, if you are from other years like 2022, 2021 or 2024, we have all pages aggregated so that we will specially post the year specific hiring updates in each channel. So it's better to go with this. Yes, we have waited for the people to join. So people were joined. So let's start with our today's session. So if you see, today's we are going to discuss about TCS NQT, right? So first, I will tell you what is the actual test pattern of TCS NQT. And after that, I will tell you what is the selection process. Maybe some of you guys are freshers or from 2023 or 2024. You may don't know what is all the process of TCS NQT, right? So that's why I'm starting with TCS pattern and next is selection process. And after that, we'll discuss about the 60-day roadmap for the preparation for to crack any one of the examination, that is digital or ninja. Okay, and how to make the difference, which is nothing but I will tell you some tips how to make the difference from others to get selected easily in your examination of TCS NQT, and why it is so important for 2023, and why I'm highlighting this point for 2023. Why? Because there is a major changes in TCS hiring. I will discuss at the end of the session. So let's get into the topic quickly. That is the latest pattern of TCS NQT. So if you see, I have clearly given the outline structure of the test pattern. So don't bother about anything. I will explain each and every step clearly. If you have any doubts, please throw your queries in the chat so that I can easily explain your queries or clear your queries. Okay, so I think you don't have any doubts. I'm seeing nothing in the chat. Only Passouts or any criteria like 64 university. Arun, if you are a 2023 graduate, you can apply for the upcoming TCS NQT. And yeah, so many people are asking when it will happen. Yeah, it's from Vamsi. So I would like to tell you guys for 2023, why I have created 60 days roadmap for the 2023 batch is nothing but according to our trends and regular trends followed by the TCS, they most probably will hire in September. So we are in already June. So we have a maximum of 3 months gap. So I have created 2 months roadmap preparation and 1 month for the buffer practice. So this is the major important update. So you don't have any huge number of years or months in between TCS 2023 hiring. You are hardly having 3 months, maximum of 3 months as per my expectation. So start your preparation now. So let's get into the step. And so many people are asking the questions, what is the mandatory and subject NQT, all those things I will explain, don't worry. So just look at here guys, when coming to the TCS NQT latest pattern, they have categorized the total TCS NQT examination into 2 parts, that is mandatory NQT and the second one is subject NQT. So just look at here, mandatory NQT is nothing but this is a common section for every people. So this section will consist of 3 sections, that is section 1 verbal ability, and they are giving 24 questions and they are providing 30 minutes of time. And the section 2 is reasoning ability and they are providing 30 minutes and they are asking 30 questions and they are having the time of 50 minutes. So for reasoning ability, they are giving much time. Okay, let's see. The section 3 is numerical ability and 26 questions are 40 minutes is the time. If you observe here, only 4 questions was reduced, but the time is reduced by 10 minutes. So really TCS want to test the students' knowledge in numerical ability by applying the time pressure also. So you need to come over this time pressure, and this is how we have designed our roadmap to clearly overcome this time pressure, which is nothing but I will tell you what is the time given by the TCS for each question also. Don't bother about it. Okay, so this is the mandatory section for all the TCS NQT applicants. For example, if you're applying for IT jobs, BPO jobs, whatever it may be, the mandatory section is basic. But here we are discussing about IT role, that is software engineers roles. So subject NQT is mandatory for the IT people, which is nothing but section 4 having programming logic of 10 questions. In this programming logic, they will ask MCQ based questions. Either it may be related to theory, or it may be related to input output of the programs, or you need to find what is the expected output from the given program, or sometimes you need to find whether the pseudocode will produce this output or not. So they will ask many number of ways in MCQs. And section 5 and 6, if you see, they are giving coding question 1 and coding question 2, one question with the time duration of 15 minutes and 30 minutes, which is nothing but the question will be of medium to above medium level. And when coming to the question 2, it will be advanced level, which is nothing but the complex program they will give you, and you have to wait, solve this. I can say like competitive coding related question. So this is how the level of the questions will increase when you were going through the sections. And this exam is non-adaptive, which is nothing but you can't navigate from one question to other question. If you completed one question, you will step into the other question. You can't navigate back to the question. So this is very mandatory thing you need to remember in your brain. You have to spend only ample amount of time in one question only. You can't spend whole time in a single question. Okay, I will let you know all these things. Yes, I'm getting some questions also. How much we need to score? I will let you know, Hasim. Don't worry. And Hritik is asking about cutoff also. Don't worry, guys. I will tell you all the criteria to crack this down. Okay, this is the pattern. So all we need to prepare is verbal ability, reasoning ability, numeric ability, and programming based total subject NQT. So we will prepare our roadmap accordingly to this pattern, whatever the TCS is providing. And if you want to know about in detailed syllabus pattern, I'm directly going to this. See, I'm directly going to the Google and I am searching for TCS NQT syllabus. And if you see, we are always updated to the new things, and even Google is giving the rank, first for this TCS NQT syllabus page. And if you have any doubt at any time, you can reach this our website and you can navigate through all the syllabus. And even if you want to prepare for different topics, you can have here on. So all our website is already designed, well structured in a way that easily to crack TCS NQT along with the syllabus pattern and how many questions they're asking, how much time we have. So you can easily navigate through website. You don't have to visit our YouTube videos every time, right? For example, if you want syllabus of TCS NQT, you can directly type and you can visit our website and you can see all the structured or step-by-step oriented explanation for the syllabus. And yes, get back to the question and time. I would like to tell you this. Question versus time. When coming to the TCS, I don't think about the other companies. Don't look into the other companies also. Just look into the TCS. I have given this analysis from the last 2 years TCS NQT, and you have to attempt or you have to complete any TCS question in 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. So you have hardly 1 minute to 90 seconds. 1 minute is nothing but 60 seconds, right? So 60 seconds to 90 seconds of time period for any question, right? if you complete with this speed, trust me, you can do any type of, you can attempt more number of problems. If I see from the last year candidates like 2022 and 2021 batch people, around 60% people come to me with an issue that they are shortage of time. So the TCS is giving question specific time. So we are unable to complete it. We know the formula, we know the techniques, and we know everything, but there lack of some practice maybe, or lack of some shortcut methods which we will provide. So I'll always suggest you guys, the ultimate goal of any student is to complete any questions in 90 seconds. This is the minimum time given by the TCS NQT. Okay, so apart from all the examinations, I am not talking about other companies, but we know Infosys is giving huge time. So prepare accordingly. And let's coming to the selection process. So many people asking what is the cutoff or how they are really selected, the candidates for ninja role or digital role in the chat. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the chat, guys. Don't hesitate to ask me. I'll always here to help you. So just look into the selection process of TCS NQT. They are following from the last 2 to 3 years. That is, first we have to go through the TCS registration, and next we have to attempt TCS NQT exam, which is a written test, and that is what we have already discussed. So you have to complete this test of 92 questions in 180 minutes. And after this 3 hours of time spending on a particular exam, you have completed your written test. So after completion of written test, first they filter top 10% candidates who scored top 10%. So top 10% people will be called for the next advanced round, which is for digital role. So top 10% people will go for digital role advanced coding round. And if you are not in the top 10%, they will see the remaining percentile, which is nothing but 75 percentile to 90 percentile. Students will be called for ninja interview. So if you are, frankly, I'm saying, if you are not in the top 25% people, you will be rejected at the time of written test only. So you need to be in the top 25 candidates. For example, if 1 lakh people was attempted, you need to be in 25,000 candidates. So this is the margin. Simply you can say 100 people, 25 people will be selected, either for advanced coding round or ninja interview. So top 25 people will go to different zones, and remaining 75% will be eliminated at the written test only. After that, top 10% people will go to the digital round, that is advanced coding. So here again they will test your coding skills, and if you are able to clear this advanced coding also, if you are clear this round, you will go to digital interview round. For example, if you are unable to crack this advanced round, you still have a chance to go to ninja interview. So if you are top 10% or you have failed in advanced coding also, you have a chance to get selected in ninja. So they will forward to ninja interview again. So these are the 2 paths to reach the ninja interview. And if you clear advanced round, after clearing, you will go to the digital interview round. If you perform very well, the top performers in the digital interview will be suggested to TCS digital offer. So with 7 LP. And whoever done the good performance in the TCS digital interview, they will directly selected to the TCS ninja offer, that is 3 LP or 3.36 LP. Or if you clear the interview round from the 70 to 90 percentile people, again they also get same offer letter of TCS ninja. But here I have designed all the possible selection criteria. If you are not cleared any one of that, immediately you will go into the termination, which is nothing but you can't select. Okay. So for example, if you are unable to clear this ninja interview, you are not selected in the TCS NQT. And if you perform little worst in the TCS digital interview also, you will get rejected. So at any stage of the interviews or round, you are get rejected. So I am not written about the exit paths. I have written all the possible entering paths to the TCS. So this is all about the selection process. If you still have any doubts, you can comment in the comment section. So I am just seeing the comment section and I will give you the replies immediately. So any queries from your end, please let me know. Okay, I'm not seeing any queries. So I'm going forward with the remaining things. So this is the total selection process. So let's look into the 60-day roadmap for the preparation. So just look at here, guys. Here I have designed all these things. Yeah, Bulendra, I already told you TCS is soon hiring 2023 in next 3 months. So most probably from September. So that's why I'm providing all these instruction now so that you can prepare properly. So just look into the roadmap here, the 60-day roadmap for the preparation for the TCS NQT. So the week 1 and week 2, total of 14 days, we will prepare reasoning ability and programming logic basics. I will tell you guys why I have designed this in a way that the numerical ability in the first place and programming logic also in the first place. And then coming to the week 3 and 4, I'll always suggest the students to prepare numerical ability and verbal ability. And when coming to the 5 and 6, advanced coding and verbal ability. And when coming to the week 7, I'll start students to focus on pseudocode, SQL DBMS and projects they have done and projects they need to implement for their advanced rounds. And week 8, you need to start your practice after learning of these 7 weeks. That is, you need to complete some mock test and coding challenges. And I will let you know how to get this stuff totally in a way that you can prepare very well. So Vamsi Krishna is asking you a question. Sorry, Vamsi Krishna, what is the question? When will 20? I already told you, Vamsi Krishna, soon in the next 3 to 4 months, it's going to hire 2023 batch also. So just look into the week 1 and week 2 syllabus. So why you are suggested reasoning ability at the start? Why? Because reasoning ability is a topic. If you listen to the proper classes, you have to listen once and practice once, and you can remember logical reasoning or reasoning ability for a long time. So that's why I have given this section at the start only. And the most important topics are letter series, number series, coding, decoding, blood relations, direction sense, syllogism and logical Venn diagram, visual and spatial relation reasoning, and ranking order and logical analogy. Along with this, visual reasoning is the most important thing for the TCS NQT. Why? Because I will show you in TCS, visual reasoning have very high priority. I will show you simply in our website. If you see, we specially designed visual reasoning for lot of company specific, and just give me a moment. Yes. So if you see visual reasoning and abstract reasoning, inductive reasoning, visual analogy, spatial reasoning, mirror and water images, embedded figures, all these are very important for a lot of examination, in especially in TCS NQT. They are asking in the reasoning section. Again, I'm telling you, in the reasoning section, the visual having 20% to 30% weightage. So I have seen in some papers around 6 questions depends on visual reasoning only. And in some papers, I have seen up to 9 questions also out of those 30 questions. So this is the highest weightage concept. And after that, I have seen blood relations, directions, syllogism, and logical Venn diagrams, coding, decoding, all these commonly asked in TCS. So these are all the topics you need to prepare. And if you want to prepare, I'll always suggest go through our website, and we are already having TCS NQT well-structured course. If you want to prepare for TCS NQT, you can go for TCS NQT's syllabus page and you can start your preparation. And if you want to go for TCS Digital, if you are very interested to crack TCS Digital, we have created TCS Digital course also. Why? Because the preparation strategy and preparation plan for the both the courses are different. So we have designed in such a way that to crack them easily. Okay, so this is the total reasoning topics. And why I said coding basics is nothing but, if you see the coding basics, this is all about theory. Don't learn programs, or like you have to learn basic programs. Don't focus on the programs more at this level. Just focus on the content or the theoretical knowledge. Why? Because, for example, if you want to learn about variables or what are the flow control statements, how they will work, so you need to know about all the basics of the any language. So for example, here I have designed this for C programming language, but if you are from a different branches like CSIT, you have to go for other languages like Python or C, C++, Java also. But if you are from a non-IT student, just start with C and Python. Okay, so these are all the basic theory topics you need to know. You need to be aware of these words, how functions will work. It's a common sense oriented question, not a programming oriented question, right? So you need to know, have an awareness of all the topics related to the theory first. So that is a basic coding from my perspective. So you need to learn all these topics with one example is enough to learn them. So learn all these topics in the first 2 weeks. So first 2 weeks you are focusing on theory more and reasoning ability, which is also a it's not a having any calculation oriented, mostly will have a logical thinking oriented. Yeah, Rishi, how to practice coding questions, I will come to that also, how to start your preparation, don't worry. And when coming to the week 3 and week 4, and Raj is asking which language you use for coding. I'll use C and Python both. Okay. Why? Because for C, to improve my logical thinking skills, and Python to get into the advanced level programs. Okay, it's another issue. Just look into the 3rd week and 4th week. In 3rd week and 4th week, I have given numerical ability and verbal ability together. Why? Because I will tell you 80, not 80, 70% focus on numerical ability and 30% focus on verbal ability per day. For example, if you are spending 2 hours of time, just spend around 70-80 minutes on numerical ability, and in verbal abilities just spend 40 minutes to 45 minutes. It's more than. So the numerical ability, the TCS is very specific about the some questions, and they're asking those type of questions. Why? Because they want to waste the students' time. So in those topics, these are all the high priority topics. That is number system percentages, and number system will again consist of LCM HCF. I am not segregating that. So number system is all reminders, LCM HCF, all those stuff. And when coming to the percentages, profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, they are one group. And these three are one group. That is averages, ratio proportions, and allocation mixtures. And when coming to the other categories, that is time and work, time, speed, distance, it is having a subcategories also, which is like problems on trains, problems on boats, and time, speed, distance is completed. When coming to the time and work, that is pipes and systems is another subcategory of time and work. So all these are, I have given a common side heading. And data interpretation, I am putting the star. And for the elementary stats, I am putting the star. Why? Because the elementary stats is the one of the most important topic, and it's having a weightage of 6% to 15% in the TCS. Like they're asking minimum of 1 question to maximum of 3 questions. Okay. And when coming to the data interpretation, surely I'm saying this minimum 1 question, which is 10%. Sorry, here I said wrongly. It is 16 to 25%. Here, mandatorily 1 question to 2 questions on data interpretation, that is 10%. So all these are the weightage. And when coming to the ages, it is a mandatory question. But why I have put all the 4 topics in the last is nothing but TCS sometimes tricking the students. Sometimes they're asking the questions about geometry or probability, permutation combinations, and clocks and calendars. Sometimes they're not asking. So if you see the last 2 years papers, according to our analysis, these topics have only least priority. Even frankly, I'm saying if you're not prepared them, if you're not preparing them, or if you don't have a time, skip these topics. Don't worry. But if you want to go for 100% without leaving 1 question also, if you want to attempt all 100% questions, I'll suggest please prepare all these also. And again, I'm saying guys, if you observe our aptitude course also, which is created by us, is fully designed for all the company specific also. For example, if you go through the aptitude course, you don't have to specially prepare for TCS NQT, or you don't have to prepare for TCS GSL or anything. You can prepare every topic at one place. See, if you see all the topics we have designed in a way that in a high priority wise as well as in a good structured way. If you see number system, again we have designed in a high priority way. So this is how you need to practice and you need to get into the any job. For example, if you are preparing for any other companies, we have a specific company specific courses, right? So for example, in PTQ, Cognizant, everything is here available. And I'll get back to the coding. Don't worry. I will explain more about coding also in the upcoming week slides. Okay. The next is verbal ability. And first 3 and 4 weeks, please focus on the grammar, that is articles, tenses, subject verb agreement, and parajumpers. So all these grammar will reflect in the parajumper and close text and joining the sentences. So parallelly prepare your verbal ability also. And when coming to the week 5 and 6, here we will start real-time practice. Okay, and also we will discuss, we will prepare advanced level topics, which is nothing but advanced coding topics like hoops concepts and time complexity of the program and recursion, DSA, stacks and queues, linked list, data structures, double linked list. All these topics you need to prepare for digital roles. So if you want to crack the digital role, all these are very mandatory. And in sometimes in the TCS, not sometimes, in every TCS NQT examinations, question 1 is of week 1 and week 2 preparation, and question 2 is of maximum, they depends on these concepts, linked list, double linked list, like searching and sorting, binary search on everything, right? Searching and sorting. So all these secondary questions, which are competitive coding level questions, all depends on all these topics. And when coming to the verbal ability, here again we have given 5th and 6th week for verbal ability. Why? Because we are preparing only 30% of the per day. So in this, synonyms, antonyms, spotting error, substitution, sentence, and active, passive voice, and prepositions. If you complete these topics, these are more than enough for TCS NQT. So this is what we are giving you the idea. And when coming to the week 7, this is an add-on. I told you already, right? So if you already know the basic theory or basic programs of everything, for example, if you learn control flow statement like for loop, if loop, control flow statements and looping statement, that is for, if else, whatever you are learning, you'll parallel learn a basic program, right? And along with that, from now onwards, after completion of those, in week 7, what you have to do is you have to start practicing pseudo codes. So we have a pseudocode course also for especially for a lot of companies. They're asking pseudocode outputs and input output based programs you need to practice, and all basic codes in less time complexity, which is nothing but we can say that is top 100 codes in all the languages. For example, why I have told you to practice more in the start with the theory, and when coming to the week 7th, you have to start your hands-on experience on the programs. For example, I am searching top 100 codes. See, this is our website for the top 100 codes. So week 7, spend a lot of time on this page so that you can able to crack any type of program they're asking in either maybe the written test or maybe the interviews. I mean, interviews they'll also ask you about write a simple program to find some, for example, I'll tell you one of the question asked in last year interviews, that is take an input from the user of 5-digit number and convert that number into a single digit number, 2-digit number, 3-digit number, and 4-digit number, and 5-digit number. So you have to print all the different digit numbers from the given numbers, and he will give you some instructions. For example, I want only even number, odd number in the first 2-digit, or 2 even and 1 odd in the 3-digit number. Like that, they will give some instructions and you have to manipulate your codes. But in order to learn all those stuff, you need to be very strong at basic stuff to advanced stuff programs. So apart from this 100 course, no one can ask any question, but they can implement the question. But the base or the foundation of any program again will remain in this 100 codes. And again, I'm telling you, in order to learn about all these things of different codes, like for example, just look into, I'm going to the random example, for example, power of a number. Here they have given C, C++, Java, and Python. So you can do one program in any language you want, and this total section is coded under the recursion concept. So if you already know what is the recursion process, or how recursion is very helpful to reduce the number of instructions typing by a programmer, or the number of lines of the code is reduced by the recursion. If you know the theory background, you can easily come through this page and you can prepare well for this 100 course, right? So that's why I'll always suggest go through the theory first. For example, if you see, if you don't have any background of technical, like you are not a C or IT student, I'll always suggest go through C course first, which is well structured in all the criteria like flowchart, operations and functions, arrays and strings, and structures and unions in C. After completion of this, when you get into the practice of 100 codes, it will be very helpful and useful for you, right? So that's why I'll always suggest. And the second program I'll always suggest, programming language I will always suggest for the students, is Python. Whoever not from CSIT area. Or if you are from CSIT, I will always suggest the first and second languages is C++ and Java. For the non-IT and CSE students, I will suggest first and last. And for the core student like CSIT, I will suggest C++ and Java. And we have already designed data structures based on individual language also. For example, if you see data structures in C, data structures in C++, Java and Python. So for the digital, these are very important. If you are preparing for Ninja and if you want to go for the basic stuff, these are enough. But if you are really want to get into the places digital, this all courses are very important, and as well as basic coding to competitive coding courses will help you a lot. Okay, so get back to our preparation again. Next, basic projects and advanced projects. So you can see this all in our basic coding, intermediate coding, competitive coding courses. And then coming to the week 8, and we have completed 56 days with week 8, and we have around 4 days left. Every week, 1 day, take a rest and enjoy. Don't bother about these 4 days. So 4 days break in 60 days roadmap. So in week 8, this is a very crucial for me in my perspective. Learning is a different thing, but applying your knowledge in an exam is a very mandatory thing, right? Without practice, if you have 100% knowledge in anything, will waste your lot of time in the exam, which is nothing but you don't know how to apply a shortcut in the exam, or in the exam they will ask in a different way. In the theory we will teach in a proper way how to crack everything, but you will listen and you are directly attempt the exam. It's make no sense, right? So always mock test and practice are very important. So that's why I always suggest take daily one mock test from the week 8. So every day one mock test, sit for around 2 hours mock test, and analyze your score and analyze your performance in another 2 hours. So in the week 8, you have to spend 4 hours on the mock test and practice. In earlier cases, I told you 2 hours for the preparation for each and everything, but now you have to sit on 4 hours for practice. It's very important and very crucial for your future examination. Okay, so don't miss this. And in order to do this mock test, we have Prepinsta, which is nothing but you can find any dashboard. So I am going to, for example, TCS Digital. Why? Because we are focusing on TCS NQT, right? So if you see, if you go into the down, you can find all the mock tests created by us. So you can take this mock test so that you can estimate yourself, and even we have a good analyzed for example, I am going to probability clocks and calendars is less, right? So I'm going to number system and HCF LCM. So for example, I am taking a free mock, and if I attempted some question, it will show you a graph how much time you have taken and how you are performing when compared to the other people who those are already attempted this question in our website. So you can do your self estimation how much score you are getting in your examination in before the exam. So start practicing the mocks so that you can easily get into the better score. And how to make a difference. So let's come up with this. And still, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the chat. I am seeing the chat now again. I am getting back to the chat. Why? Because we have completed total roadmap. If you would like to get that information, please visit to our Prepinsta 2023 Instagram page so that you can see the all the roadmap. For example, so many people asking what is how to see this roadmap also. So if you see, we have already posted roadmap for the placement preparation. You can go through this post and you can save it and you can prepare accordingly for the 8 weeks plan. Okay, how to make a difference? I will only categorize into two parts. Just look at here, guys. If you are CSC or IT students, and if you are non-IT, or I will say sometimes ECE, and I will also separate non-IT. So if you are from CSIT students, you must need to have a knowledge in C++ and Java as well. Why? Because in the interviews, they will definitely ask you about all the advanced level concepts of these two languages also. And if you are a EC student, I'll definitely suggest you strong, very strong at C and very strong at Python, and prepare these two. And if you want to really go to the digital role, please choose Java also rather than, frankly I'm saying, rather than C, follow Java. And non-IT students, I'll always suggest with C. If you really want to get into the digital, so I suggest Java only. And if you want to get the normal ninja role, C and Python with advanced knowledge is enough. Here I have highlighted the Java only because in order to get into the digital area. And C and Python is common. You can, if you are proficient in this, you can go to the ninja role. So this is the difference of the different branches. So choose your branch and accordingly prepare that, and you will get easily placed in digital or ninja. But TCS NQT is very important, which is a written test. So don't miss that. Be in the top 25% people. And when coming to the why it is so important to 2023 is nothing but this is the last and crucial point I would like to highlight is TCS NQT last year hired around 1 lakh people in 2022, but in 2023 they are hiring only 40K people. So around, if you see, 60% of the hiring got reduced. So you have very less chance to get hired in the TCS. So we have only 1 or 2 chances. So try it very hard and get placed in TCS. Okay, don't waste your chance. So whenever the chance came, you need to utilize it. So this year they are hiring 40K freshers. So don't miss this chance. You have hardly 3 months of time duration. We have given 2 months preparation plan. So start your preparation plan with our Prepinsta and Prepinsta Prime so that you can easily crack TCS NQT based on your approach and preparation. Okay, like TCS Digital or Ninja. And before going to preparation or applying anything, the first thing is you need to know the information about the recruitment, right? So all our information about the hiring and everything we will post in Instagram handles, which is specified for year specific. Again, I am showing you this because this is very important, guys. If you are of different years, follow specific year pages only. Why? Because you will get immediate updates about your year hirings. For example, if you follow 2022 and if you are a 2023 passed out batch, it will be useless and you don't have to check all the updates. If you follow other pages, you have to check for whether it may be update for 2022, 2023. You have to bother about the which year passed out for. But you don't have to bother about here. We already segregated everything. Okay. So if you are 2022 passed out, follow this page and you will get 2022 hiring updates only. And if you are a 2023 batch, Prepinsta 2023, follow this, you will get the 2023 update hirings only. So our Instagram, we're always active. And if you want to discuss with us about your doubts or anything, you can always visit our Discord community. Around we have a 20K above members. And we do follow our Facebook and WhatsApp. We have a specific student WhatsApp groups. There you can, we will post the updates and we will solve the student queries in the Telegram also. So that's it for this session. If you have any queries, you can tell me in the chat and I will respond immediately to your chat. And if you have any doubts, you can comment now. Thank you so much. And thank you, Shivangi, for the moderating. And any doubts, guys, please respond in the chat and seeing the chat, and we'll close in next 2 to 3 minutes. I hope no one has doubts. So let's conclude this session. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye-bye, guys.